Black man gives up seat for pregnant woman. What happens next shocks all. Jack was a man with a strong heart, but even the strongest hearts can break. After a long, exhausting day at work, he received news no one ever wants to hear. He was being let go. The company was downsizing, and despite all his dedication and effort, Jack suddenly found himself unemployed. Sitting in a crowded subway car on his way home, the weight of the day hit him hard. Thoughts of uncertainty filled his mind. How would he provide for himself? What would he tell his family? Anxiety tightened his chest as the subway's noise surrounded him, yet inside, Jack felt silent and lost. At the third stop, something shifted. The doors opened, and a pregnant woman stepped in. The carriage was packed, and she struggled to maintain her balance while holding onto the handrail. Without hesitation, Jack stood up and offered a seat. "Here, take my seat," he said with a kind smile. Her face lit up with gratitude as she sat down. "Thank you," she said softly. For the first time that day, Jack felt a glimmer of relief. It wasn't much, but knowing he'd helped someone, even in a small way, eased the heaviness in his heart. The woman, whose name was Emily, turned to Jack and started a conversation. Her warm voice made it easy for him to open up. Before long, Jack found himself sharing his story, how he'd lost his job, how hard he'd worked, and how empty he felt. Emily listened intently, her eyes filled with compassion. When he finished, she leaned closer, her voice steady and reassuring. "Don't worry," she said. "Sometimes life feels unbearable, but trust me, things will get better. In fact, I think I can help." Jack's eyes widened. "Help me?" Emily reached into her bag and pulled out a business card. "This is my husband's company. I'll talk to him and let him know about you. There might be an opening." Jack's heart skipped a beat. Could this really be happening? "Thank you," he whispered, his voice full of emotion. Emily smiled warmly. "Good luck, Jack. You'll get through this." At the next stop, Emily left the train, leaving Jack holding the business card. For the first time in days, he felt something new, hope. Over the following days, that hope grew. Jack prepared for the opportunity, listing his skills, practicing his introduction, and imagining a future that didn't feel so bleak. 3 days later, he gathered his courage and walked into the company on the business card. His hands trembled, but he held his head high. During the interview, Jack discovered something that touched his heart deeply. Emily had spoken about him with such kindness, and her recommendation had opened the door for him. Jack got the job. As he stepped out of the office, he couldn't stop smiling. The world felt brighter, and his heart felt full. A stranger's kindness had changed everything. But Jack didn't stop there. He made a promise to himself to spread the same kindness Emily had shown him. He began volunteering at a local help center, sharing his story to inspire others. Jack wanted people to know that even in the darkest times, there's always a light. Jack's life had changed, not just because he found a job, but because he found a purpose. Helping others and spreading kindness became his mission. What an incredible journey! If Jack's story touched your heart, please like this video. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more stories that inspire and uplift. Remember, kindness is powerful. It can change someone's day, someone's life, or even the world.